Jaelene Mannerfeldt, where do you stand on the idea of mandatory retirement?
I don't think it should be mandatory. I think it should be based on competency, and age is not the defining point.
Tell me more.
Well, I think there's a lot of competent physicians, and age, there's an ageism thing here that I think has to be acknowledged. And yes, there may be changes, but there hasn't been a lot of data to suggest that because you reach a certain age, you suddenly become incompetent.
Jaelene Mannerfeldt, what's your experience with the doctors coming up?
Well, I find that physicians coming up want to have that life-work balance, and they're not necessarily supportive of working to keep everyone working to their strengths. And that, I think we need to grapple with some of the issues of how do you keep a physician well and maintain that knowledge in a workforce. And I think it's to say that older physicians need to back away so the younger physicians can come on stream isn't necessarily borne out by the younger physicians, because they want to be able to pick and choose what they want. Maybe we all want to pick and choose, and it's challenging because I haven't seen the same sort of discussion going on, like how do we keep someone senior engaged in our community, benefiting those that will be benefited by them, because there are things that physicians can do outside of the operating room that aren't maybe as demanding and taxing, but then sometimes the younger people don't want to give them those opportunities either. I've also felt that medicine may not be as kind to older women physicians because medicine has not been kind to women physicians. And I think, there's this sense that maybe it's time to just step back and let someone else do your work. My observation also, though, is that a lot of the younger physicians aren't prepared to do the work that maybe I'm doing. And Ben's example of, an older physician providing a service that is maybe outside of the scope or younger physicians aren't interested in, brings up the whole point that maybe we should be looking not at retirement, but at transition and engaging physicians in work that they can do and can contribute. Because when you lose a physician, you lose an incredible amount of skills and knowledge that has to be rebuilt in another individual.